Kate Winslet. She's an actress.
Yeah, maybe you've heard of her. Wins awards every once in a while.
Won an Oscar. She has now been married 3 different times. And her second husband was Sam Mendes, the director. She has a child with her first husband, a child with Sam Mendes, and now she is pregnant with the child of her third husband. Let's put up a picture of Kate Winslet and her third husband. It's Kate Winslet's and Abel Smith is his name, and he was Richard Branson's nephew. Is that right, Gina? Did I get that right?
Yes, he is the nephew of Richard Branson.
Richard Branson's nephew. He changed his name, so now it's no longer Kate Winslet and Abel Smith.
No, it's better.
It's now Kate Winslet and Ned. Now, what's that name, Jack?
No, you're kidding, right?
No, that's his name.
Rock and roll.
He changed his name to Ned Rock and Roll.
I thought he was going to change it to Abel Winslet.
No.
And I was going to be like, oh, all right, okay. I mean, you can roll that way, not a big
guy,
deal.
right, yeah.
But you know what? That would have been a million times better than Ned Rock and Roll. And by the way, how un-rock and roll does that doofus look like? Hey, I'm Ned Rock and Roll.
He looks
first
like,
of all, if your last name is Rock and Roll, your first name shouldn't be Ned.
Yeah. Right, Ned. So aside from, now, Kate Winslet got significant criticism. I don't know whether this is going on throughout England or whether it's just in this piece that was in the, what the hell, which paper was this in?
So the Telegraph, I think?
The Telegraph, right. Where this woman, Judith Woods, ripped Kate Winslet for this incredible indiscretion of getting married and then having a child with the person that she's married to.
Yeah.
Which seems to me pretty
what a
scandalous.
whore.
Yeah. Here are a couple things that Judith Woods said in this piece. She writes, 3 children by 3 different fathers doesn't look good on anyone. The British don't even know how to talk. It doesn't look good on anyone. Doesn't look good to anyone. To paraphrase Lady Bracknell, I don't know who that is.
Let me chime in here. She is reporting on the very, very modern reference of the importance of being earnest.
Oh, okay, right. So that's an importance of being earnest reference.
Yeah.
I should have looked that up. To paraphrase Lady Bracknell, to have children by 2 men may be regarded as a misfortune. To have children by 3 looks like carelessness. Carelessness. Kate Winslet's 37.
Yeah.
She's married this guy. I mean, like, of course, we're missing the big point of the story is, why are you marrying a guy who changed his name to Ned Rock and Roll?
Don't bury the lead,
You're
Ben.
Kate fucking Winslet.
Yeah. But there's another great quote too.
Yes, go ahead, let's have that.
She says, the fallout for the little human beings you have brought into this world is too awful to contemplate.
Yeah, that's right. The fallout for the little human beings you brought into the world is too awful to contemplate. But according to you, the better alternative would be not to bring them into this world at all.
Right.
Where they have 2 incredibly wealthy parents who can shower them with affection and love and material things throughout their lives.
Yeah, and I'd like to sit down with Judith Woods and go, Judy, I'd love to hear about your life, because if the idea of having 2 different or 3 different children by 3 different men is too awful to contemplate, you've had a lovely life. And I would love to know, like, how you got to where you are, just on a cloud full of ponies and unicorns. If that's the most awful thing, it's too awful for you to contemplate.
Yeah, this story in some weird way has become a tipping point for me, and I've decided that I'm going to make a ruling.
Oh.
Okay, so everybody get ready. Okay. I no longer care, and I believe society, and I am now dictating the society, no longer care about who has kids with who, and whether it's outside of marriage, inside of marriage, it's with people instead. Like, everybody's talking about Dennis Rodman's dad had like 91 kids by 93 women or something, and and Dennis Rodman himself, and then there was Cromartie on the Jets, and he had this
Antonio Cromartie.
Yeah, all these different. Shut up. Who cares? Let people do whatever they want to do. I got news for you. The nuclear family went nuclear. Okay, it's gone. It's gone. And so, if you want to have a nuclear family, great. I have a nuclear family.
Yeah.
Fantastic. I'm not going to judge you for it. And let's stop judging other people who decide not to have that kind of family, because it's not our business.
Yeah.
And, but the kids. But this is a perfect example. Because what do you mean the kids? They're Kate Winslet's kids. They're enormously wealthy. It's not like the point is supposed to be, I'm judging you because the kids are going to be disadvantaged.
Yeah, and they can't be taken care of.
And statistically, poor single mothers or blah, blah, blah. There's no statistics here. She's Kate Winslet.
She's Kate Winslet, and there's no indication that the kids are suffering in any way. In fact, I would imagine that she has fallen in love with these people, which is apparently that if there is it's not even a criticism, if there is an interesting thing to point out, the Kate Winslet falls deeply in love, and maybe she falls in love a little too quickly. Well, then she's like the frickin' rest of us. So these kids are fine. loved, I think, by a woman who loves having children, and I suspect loves taking care of her children.
Right.
And if, now to turn it around, and if she were a guy, no one would even think of writing the story.
And they talk about that too. Another offer points out, quite reasonably, they say that if celebrities like Rod Stewart have many children with many different mothers, they're affectionately regarded as sexually powerful. But when women do it, they're sluts and they're irresponsible.
Right, we're reading from Slate's piece on it.
Yeah, and the other thing is, if you're so obsessed with the nuclear family and how that works out, I have 3 words for you: toddlers and tiaras. Because it's premiering, the summer episodes are premiering. There is a little girl with 2 parents who they've been feeding coffee to every morning since she was 9 months old. She can't get through the day without Tinker tea, which is like Mountain Dew, sweet tea, and pixie dust, the pixie sticks. So this is a kid who's already cracked out, having highs, lows, crashing out like a little crack fiend, and we're judging Kate Winslet.
Yeah, no, I'm done judging that, man. Just let him go. Let him go. I mean, so like, maybe they're all incredibly happy. Maybe the dad of the second kid is like, oh, I had a great time with Kate Winslet. God, I love my son or my daughter.
But by the way,
right?
there's no question that the dad feels that way. Of
Yeah.
course he would. Like, I love my son. Thank God Kate Winslet gave me this son.
Yeah.
As does the first guy. As does this guy. At rock and roll.
Right. And so everybody's happy. So what's wrong with you? Like, and that's a legitimate question. It's a question that the Slate writer asked, and she's right to ask it. Like, there must be something wrong in your life that you feel a need to judge her.
Something's wrong with Judith Woods.
Yeah.
Of the Telegraph. Definitely. Something's wrong with Judith Woods. And please, for the love of God, give the kid the last name Winslet.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
Just a small,
We're all
point
agreed on that.
Yeah.
And if you don't, and if you give him rock and roll, name him Jeff, you know, or John, you know, not like, Candy Apple or whatever the rest of their names are.
Right.